Hi, I'm Lydia with Revelation Real Estate, and today in Solving Life's Next Chapter, we have a couple of folks here that have put together some resources for our senior population. Before we get started, let's watch a video from our sponsor, Dispatch Health.
Grandpa, when you get out better, can we go fishing?
How about next weekend?
Really? Grandma told Mommy that you were really sick.
I was, but thanks to Mommy and Dispatch Health, I'm good as new.
What's Dispatch Health, Grandpa?
Remember when you broke your leg and Mom and Dad took you to the hospital?
Yeah?
That whole building, with the equipment they need, turns into a car with medical people inside, and they come to your home.
What did Mommy do?
She put this app on my phone. I tapped the app, and Dispatch Health made a house call. I never left the house.
Quality in-home medical care is at your fingertips, and it starts by downloading the free Dispatch Health app. Learn more by visiting dispatchhealth.com, and we'll send the mobile app directly to you, just like the healthcare we provide.
You know, Grandpa, I want to be a Dispatch Health person when I grow up.
Dispatch Health accepts Medicare and most insurance. dispatchhealth.com.
Okay, so today on Solving Life's Next Chapter, we actually have Miss Shawn with Dispatch Health and Monica with Visiting Angels. And Ms. Shawn, tell us how this came about, this idea of yours and where it's kind of come in the last few weeks.
Well, it really started at the onset of this virus and trying to respond as a healthcare partner to meeting needs within the limitations that we're all living with. We have a unique model at Dispatch Health as we deliver acute care directly into the home. So we see firsthand when we're going in, meeting those acute care needs, that a lot of folks really would benefit from extra resources and from a lot of the other healthcare partners that we work with and the services that they do. We really wanted to meet people right where they were, so when our folks were going into these homes and for our patients, that when we saw that there might be a need for food or toilet paper, maybe we have one of our partners, My Errand Ally, she included in our bags as a coupon. So things that people can use to access the resources that they need and have a little food and sustenance. Included in that bag is a great educational tool that really provides empowerment for people to weather their way through this whole process. We're serving folks who are have food insecurities, barriers to care, anything like that, just delivering a little bag of help during this crisis.
Right. And you both are mobile services. So, Ms. Shawn, you provide urgent care in the home, and Monica, you provide home health care in the home. And you probably also have seen a lot of these folks where they probably don't have as much, they can't go out to go get their groceries or buy their personal items, toiletries and things like that. Do you find that a lot of your patients or families are having those issues as well?
Absolutely, absolutely. And like we were discussing, it's the limitations of only being able to get one of something, and that makes them nervous, thinking, oh, I'm going to run out of toilet paper, especially our seniors who have lived through other crisis situations. And it makes them really nervous.
Yeah. Ms. Shawn, you decided to put a group of people, a group of companies together to provide resources for these seniors. And what I like about what you've done is not only do we provide, peanut butter and toilet paper and maybe toothpaste or whatever their need is at that time, bottles of water. You package it up in a way that when your doctors and nurses are going into the home to test or to check on them, or if they have a urgent situation and they can't get to the urgent care or the emergency department, they're calling you. You guys are coming in, but you're also kind of leaving these little care packages with them as well, correct?
Right. Exactly. You know, we're Dispatch Health. We're an innovator. So our goal is really to educate and empower people to get the best from their healthcare resources, and in the safest, most economical way. So it's really, our model is really designed to remove those barriers to care that keep people from getting to the resources they need, the access to the resources they need, whether that's, you know, food, transportation, maybe they don't know what they need.
Right.
So when our providers are going into the home, they can identify if they need, if they would benefit from hospice. Our partner in this whole program, outreach program, is Savior Hospice and Palliative Care. They are partnering with us. Assisted Home Health is our home health that's partnering with us. They work closely with a lot of providers and payers, or throughout the Arizona, and they deliver home health. So they work hand in hand with Savior as the hospice and palliative option with Visiting Angels. And Visiting Angels is in-home care, more companion type care, throughout all of Arizona. So there's several agencies that are involved in this with visiting agents, with Visiting Angels, that are participating and actively donating food and helping get these resources out there. Again, my errand ally with Devaney, Keylash, and of course Lydia with Revelation Realty, who is hosting us and being our moderator in all of this.
So, Michonne, where can these, if they don't call Dispatch Health, you have some other, both of you ladies have other ways of getting these care packages to the families, correct?
Yeah, really what we realized, and we spoke in depth, Monica and I, with Elaine and several of our other partners in depth this week, about the reality as we started getting this going, is you just recognize how great the need is, and how do we identify most easily those folks that need it, because our senior centers are shut down. I mean, there's those folks that normally go into the senior centers for their social activity, for meals, for resources of all kinds, they can't access, but the social workers are still there actively trying to meet those needs within the same limitations we're all working with. So how do we support them in doing that? When I reached out to the senior centers that I have actively contacted, they were just like, oh my gosh, we were just having this conversation. So how great it is to be able to go and deliver just a few bags of goods. So when they're getting those calls from seniors who normally are getting their needs met at the senior center, we can at least deliver a little love and a little practical sustenance and great education in terms of how they can keep themselves safe, eat well, and protect themselves, and move forward through this virus, and hopefully have a better chance of coming out on the other side healthy and well. And that's really the goal. So it's not just food, it's that education piece that I think is going to be really helpful for folks.
Absolutely, absolutely. So Monica, you had given us a Gmail account for those that maybe need some assistance, or if there's a family member that can help facilitate getting them packages. Give us that Gmail account again.
Certainly. It's foodforneighbors@gmail.com. And once again, that's for those that are looking for assistance, or those that are willing to help and do donations.
Okay.
And we are willing to pick it up, make it as convenient as possible. I mean, if they leave it outside their house, or we can give them a location to drop it off, we would definitely be able to do all that.
Okay. Oh, go ahead,
even
Michelle.
even some of the, you know, the regular organizations that support seniors out in the field, like Neighbors Who Care and Neighbors Helping Neighbors, or a Tempe Community
Yep,
Action is more
sure.
through the senior living. They are struggling. They're trying to get stuff out to people too. So, you know, it's just, it really is interesting how this virus has, you know, kept us apart from each other, but really showed us how desperately we all need each other as partners and as people, to really meet the needs of so many folks. So
Collaboration.
there's a kind of a silver lining in all of this. So I'm hoping we can all kind of, you know, really make this not just a COVID thing, but an ongoing process.
Absolutely. So just to wrap up real quick, we are looking for seniors and loved ones that are mobilely challenged, that can't get to the store. Maybe their immune system, they're a little worried about getting to the store. So we've got people like Monica's company, Visiting Angels, who can drop it off. My Aaron's Ally can drop it off. Dispatch Health has them in their vehicles to drop off. But we're also looking for those companies that possibly want to work with us later on, or continuing this on for those seniors that need help. So I will definitely, we'll make sure at the bottom, Ms. Shawn, that we put both your information, and Monica will put your information. And we'll make sure that we get to as many people. And I was going to ask you too, Ms. Shawn, have you, I know you Dispatch Health works a lot with the fire departments as well. Is that maybe a resource that that might be able to work with us on this as well?
I absolutely, I think, you know, it just keeps on kind of snowballing. And you know, I think that the pieces start fitting together, and we're starting to figure out how we could all do better collectively.
Yep.
So yeah, any ideas? I mean, I think this is a great concept that we can continue to, you know, benefit from in getting to these folks that really need help.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we'll put together the links at the bottom. So if there's a family member or a senior that needs some help, they can connect with the Food for Neighbors at gmail.com, and or Neighbors Helping Neighbors, or Neighbors Who Care. There's a lot of different organizations that I know you've both have been a part of,
Right.
that are helping facilitate getting these bags out. If Dispatch Health can't get to them, I know Visiting Angels will drop off bags as well, and I will too. So, and we have My Aaron's Ally. So we have plenty of folks that if someone is
And these
homebound.
bags should be going to, we're trying to drop these at the senior center. So if there is a local senior center, I mean, we haven't been to every single senior center.
Right.
I mean, we're just a few little people, but you know, if they can get to one of those senior centers that we're actively trying to supply with these, then they can just grab a bag directly. And if they call the senior center, the social workers they're working. That's how I got a hold of them. So if called in for need, we just want that social worker to be able to have something to give them other than this is what's happening. I mean, because we are all limited at this point.
Yes. I think that's the most frustrated part. You know, there's only a few of us.
Yeah.
And so many people to touch, you know, but the collaboration is really going to make a difference.
Right. So if their senior center doesn't have them yet, they can ask their social worker to get with one of us, and we'll make sure that we get an ample supply for their particular group of families that they support. So is that accurate to say?
Yeah, we're trying to, you know, we're trying to be realistic about it. So, you know, I mean, we're trying to choose like a few high senior populated area, those senior centers that really, I mean, those community centers that really serve seniors and have a lot of senior folks that need help. That's kind of our target areas, because most of them work in collaboration with each other. So if we deliver to Escalante, they can get it to the other senior centers in the area. So
Right.
it's kind of like just a kind of centralized drop-off point, so everyone's not coming to my garage.
Gotcha. Yes, I I get that as well.
Yeah, I
So,
want
okay,
to help, but
Yeah, but I think if anything, the thing that we need most is the products, you know,
Right.
exactly.
and that's where we're running into issues where we only can purchase one roll of toilet paper,
Right.
you know, one or two rolls of the necessities. You know, we cannot buy, even though we're caring for seniors. They're like,
Right.
yeah, okay, we've heard that one before. You know,
Right.
it's like, you
Right.
know, and it's one per household too. So even if I take my husband and they see us together, they're like, your husband and wife, good try, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I was even thinking for all these parents who are home with their children, what a great charitable contribution project this could be to really teach an appreciation for older folks and respect for older folks and giving back to the community, to go in and have them buy some products that would be helpful, and they could even, you know, package them up themselves if they want to. And, you know, we can provide bags, you know, whatever it looks like. I think there's lots of opportunity here for people to, and it makes you feel so much better, honestly, in knowing what
Absolutely.
I know with all of this. Putting this together really was healing for me. It made me feel better about I'm doing something to contribute. When you look at these healthcare workers out there that are on the front lines risking
Yeah.
their lives, and numerous other people that are supporting healthcare
Right.
workers to do this work. So
Right.
I'm open to just anything.
Okay, so if anybody does need either a bag and or if they are a company and they are willing to help supply, like you said, Monica, toiletries are really hard to come by just because of the amount of
Limitations.
limitations of the products that you can get. So we'll work together, and we will definitely put the links at the bottom so that people can connect with both you and Michonne. And like I said, we've got plenty of people that will pick up items if need be, and or drop off items. And so we will have these at senior centers. I know we've talked about putting them in churches, and hopefully we can also leave a few in fire departments so that when they are in their neighborhoods, they can help get these out to certain communities that have the more vulnerable senior population. So thank you, ladies, for coming on, and
Thank you.
we will
Yes,
definitely
thank
have.
you.
Oh, you're welcome. We'll have you both on again. I'd love to have you both on, and we'll do an update on, and maybe we can have more resources for them at that time.
That sounds great. Thank you so
That'd be
much.
great, Lindsay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
And that's it for Solving Life's Next
Mhm.
Chapter.